room, hold heat, and preach nonviolence. Shh, he about to start the speech, come on, silence. On one starry night, I saw the light. Heard a voice that sounded like Barry White, said, sure you're right. Don't let me find out who tried to bite.
Game tied at 2, Olajuwon fall away, back rim.
And how about KJ, though, setting them up with the drive. Those are successful. Then the outside jumper goes down. Beautiful strategy.
Olajuwon can't hit. The Rockets scored
right now. Everything they touch turns to gold, and the defense for Phoenix has been good enough to force very difficult shots.
And then you must have heard you talking about expansion. And they don't want to leave. They don't want to leave the Valley of the Sun, so they're playing like Hall of Fame guys now.
Olajuwon will go to the line. Joe Klein draws his first of the day.
Olajuwon, the reigning MVP in the NBA, trying to make it an all-centers conference finals. Shaq and David Robinson already in. Ewing poised to go in tomorrow, and Hakeem OLAJUWON can take care of business, and you'd have the 4 big guys in there to settle things.
Well, aren't we the assuming kind on a Saturday afternoon?
And isn't Rick Smith the center?
Olajuwon 0 for 2 from the line. Ball to the Suns. Wesley Person for 3. And Olajuwon with the rebound. Long outlet for Drexler.
For he and Shays, they've got to try to body Olajuwon out. They're not allowing these guys much contact, and Olajuwon's got too much juice.
Shot doesn't fall for
on Kevin Johnson if we're going to call these illegals, but I don't think that's going to be the call of the day.
Olajuwon across the lane and draws the foul.
44 points, 24 rebounds.
Not a bad day at the office.
But that
doesn't get any better than that.
That game, the Sonics broke off to a terrific start, and Charles Barkley demanded the ball. He went over to the bench.
Elbows high on his defensive rebounds, going to scare the other guys from Houston from coming in there.
Olajuwon off of Kenny Smith's miss. Kenny Smith for 3.
Kenny has come out really aggressive
and cleared everybody out and tried to drive on Drexler. Wesley Person. And the rebound to Olajuwon. Here in the first.
Again, penetration and dish.
The pass, a 3-second violation.
Game. He penetrates and dishes, then he penetrates and shoots. Hakeem frozen defensively.
Olajuwon on the baseline and a whistle ball.
Now, first rule of defense is to stop the guy with the ball. If you don't do that, it doesn't make any difference after that. So they've got to do the same thing. They're going to travel on Olajuwon. He took a couple of them.
Over Kenny Smith, that's short.
That's the first time Kenny Smith.
Drexler up. And tapped back to Olajuwon.
See, when the Rockets are hurrying their threes, they're not nearly as dangerous. And every 3 that they've shot so far has not been in a set, and it's been under pressure.
Curry's wrist. 10 seconds for the quarter. Olajuwon with the turnaround. That's off the mark, and he drew a foul.
In the game that they lost here in 1 and 2, Olajuwon got off to very, very stiff starts. Shays fouls on that one, but he doesn't look under control and hasn't decided how he's going to hurt the Phoenix Suns down in the low post. So he's got to get himself in a proper state of mind of attacking at the offensive end.
Olajuwon now 2 out of 5 from the line this afternoon.
Have 13 points is inexcusable. Houston, the second best scoring team in the NBA playoffs at over 108 points a game. Phoenix number 1. This is where Houston has to make a run. They got Hakeem versus a bunch of second string guys.
Hakeem fouled by Shays today.
Shays has picked up his second personal foul. He sits down. Klein's got 2. He's back in the ball game. But Olajuwon has not looked good at the offensive end. He has not been able to get the free throws down. There's been confusion about how he wants to score the ball, so he's got to settle down. So he may be playing against a bunch of second stringers, but right now he's on your expansion list. He's got to step up.
A great player like Hakeem, he's going to get his shot off regardless.
Olajuwon, fadeaway. Still can't get the...
Now, you're saying that now, but when you talked to him before the game, you didn't give him that advice.
Olajuwon hits his first from the floor in 6 attempts. The battle so far, Hakeem, only in the last minute and a half, just grabbed hit his first field goal. Look at the rebounding difference. Bill Walton knows that right off the bat.
When they're playing against the Phoenix Suns to get back in the game. Shot clock at 5.
I disagree. I think they're too called.
And Chucky Brown got that shot off just in time.
2-2-1-2.
About it because Danny Shades has got to go to the basket. Olajuwon returning an easy 2.
The outplaying Magic.
12 points for KJ here this afternoon. 5:20 to play, first half. Olajuwon with Tisdale on. Spins. Tisdale got a hand up.
Olajuwon hasn't really taken advantage of the middle. Right here, he's shooting
At you from the backcourt. There was absolutely nothing you could do. You had to get in his face in the backcourt, make him receive, going away from the hoop, and then play a lot.
Ball is on Tisdale.
2-2-1-2.
That's within his capabilities. The Rockets right now have to withstand this hot stretch. They're going to get back in the ball game. They're down 12, 4:52 to go in the game, and they like to see themselves in single digits at the break, and allowing in the low post.
Barkley retaliating and getting called for it. Olajuwon on Tisdale. Way to go.
Well, the guy that's got to step up now, other than Olajuwon, is Drexler. Drexler's got the ability to take over a quarter and a game. He's got to start making hoops.
Drexler on the drive. Clyde Drexler. 4 minutes to play in the first half. They go back to Olajuwon. They're traveling.
A whirling derby.
The end of last year's series.
Olajuwon on the lob over Tisdale. Houston comes into this game today
In the first half.
4 points for Marley. 46-31, 2 minutes to play. Olajuwon across the lane. The basket will count and he'll go to the line.
Because he's the two-man. If they're going to get their game going, this guy's got to make shots inside. Right now, he's not making them. This one finally goes in. He has a chance to get a three-point play from the line and keep them close. They're down 13. If this goes in, it's a 12-point game with 1:50 to go.
Steve, you've been talking about how Houston is right there. All they got to do is make a little bit of a burst, and it's a game again. To me, it's all Phoenix. As long as Phoenix keeps scoring so easily and Houston's defense is so porous, I don't know.
Elie for 3. Not there. Olajuwon. Drexler steps inside. Misses the shot. Suns want to push it. Marley for 3.
It's in the middle. Sam Cassell coming in the ball game. And right now they say we got too many guys out on the floor. So you got
Comparison of the two, Olajuwon has outscored Charles 11-9 for AC Green. 53-44. Olajuwon. And Klein might have jammed a finger. He immediately waves for the trainer.
That's a dislocation.
so the dead ball, but on the play coming down, you can see the hand. It hit Olajuwon's hand actually, and the finger immediately pops out.
How tough is Olajuwon? The guy gets
Shot only 15% during the regular season. He's hitting half his three-point shots in the playoffs. Olajuwon inside.
Oh, it doesn't hurt anymore?
not after the 5th or 6th time.
Olajuwon. Chilka off the baseline is there. So the Phoenix now 4 for 5 from the floor, and Houston a perfect 6 out of 6. That breaks a 7-point Rockets run. Olajuwon short on the turnaround. Klein has the rebound.
He's holding his wrist, so there's apparently some sort of problem for him over there. They want to see if they can't get it taken care of, because the last ball he shot it short. He looks like he's in a lot of pain.
And that's the same wrist that he heard in the Utah series that you guys had in Game 5 up there.
He didn't hurt it bad enough, because Utah'd still be playing.
Hakeem with the fadeaway, and that's off the mark. Comes back to make the steal from behind, but then fouls Green. That's 3 on Olajuwon.
Olajuwon, who tries to always make plays with his hands, tried to get in there.
Drexler out of the corner, nails a long 3. AC Green will go to the line.
This is
Just a closing game as Hakeem's wrist is bothering him somewhat.
They haven't had as much reason to cheer as the Suns fans, but a contingent of 150 Houston Rockets fans who chartered in from Houston last night are getting their chance to
Fourth quarter of this entire series.
Olajuwon, no. Barkley, another rebound. Hakeem doing battle with Charles Barkley today. Hakeem 13 points, 8 rebounds. Barkley 14 points, 21.
With Hakeem not having a monster game.
Kevin Johnson found
up their defensive energy. They're staying a lot closer right now. They're going to make them drive the ball.
Olajuwon and the foul.
Phoenix is the worst team in the playoffs at causing turnovers. They only as Barkley picks up his 3rd foul on this play. Again, overplaying. You almost have to do that in Barkley's situation.
You can't gamble on the pose.
On Hakeem, Barkley better. It's those bad guys that can't get it done that you don't want to.
He is approaching Gail Goodrich's mark of 18 straight. Olajuwon with the jump hook. 17 for Hakeem, and that quiets the crowd for the... Hakeem spins and drew the foul from Klein. Joe Klein, the guilty party. And that's number 4 on Joe Klein.
Hakeem OLAJUWON having not a stellar day. This is a shot that goes down 99% of the time for him. Bailed out really to get to the line there.
And not having a good day at the free throw line, but he hits that one. Hakeem is now 6 out of 13 from the free throw line today.
That tells you the condition that the Phoenix Suns are in. Prayerful. It's not Sunday yet.
Olajuwon has 19. Spins on Klein, and the foul is on Klein. That's 5.
2-1-2.
Personal foul on him, and he's going to have to continue to drive the ball and attack Olajuwon and the Houston Rockets.
6 minutes, 29 seconds to play in the game. Olajuwon has broken the tie with 2 free throws. The Rockets lead at 1.
Against Shays, he thought he got fouled trying to post up, but he's the anchor, overlaid that one.
Hakeem OLAJUWON.
Cassell around his man, no. Offensive foul, looks like Olajuwon. That's 5 on Hakeem.
Olajuwon has been trying to get a call right there. He gets hit by Shays. Now watch the bump, and Shays reacts with a nice acting job.
Time in this game.
Shot clock at 8.
Barkley, ball away, short.
See, Barkley can't jump, so he can't do anything. He knows it. And they need to have cutters going to the basket so he can make a pass to him. They're standing outside. Let's see if they come back to OLAJUWON.
Turnaround.
All these huge games that Houston has played.
Down.
Hakeem with the jump hook, got the basket and the foul.
A lot of celebration, but that's way too early. There is so much time left. That just gives them a 5-point lead. The way Kevin Johnson is scoring, Hakeem OLAJUWON, the balance.
He goes left or right, and today when it's going in, he is wearing them out. OLAJUWON. The Rockets can't go to sleep defensively. If they make the ball come over the top, they can control the board and the closing moment.
OLAJUWON spins again on Danny Shays.
Now for Houston, the defense not really working. You got to score points down the stretch.
Hakeem and Ainge with the deflection. KJ to Person. Too hard. Barkley follows.
The play was there, and OLAJUWON made a mistake with the ball. They come back to OLAJUWON.
Hakeem on the baseline and a tough shot.
You know where it's going.
And OLAJUWON threw it away.
Huge effort. Perfect so far.
He misses number 22. And timeout Rockets. Steal at the buzzer. And the Houston Rockets are going back. The Suns finished the regular season 58-23. The Rockets 47-35. But it's the Rockets who survive. Let's go to Hannah Storm.
Hakeem, an unbelievable show of tenacity and heart in this game. What turned it around for you guys after the half?
Well, I have to compliment my teammates for hanging in there, play tough, and cut down the lead. Just stay in the game, and they feel the pressure in the fourth quarter. And we were so lucky and so blessed.
Are you saying that you think the Phoenix Suns felt pressure in the fourth quarter?
I think they played very well. This was a tough game. It's a tough series for both of us.
You had a difficult first half. What was going on? How did you turn your game around?
Well, I was just trying to adjust my game just to pick up in the fourth quarter, and that's what I did.
Hakeem, can you talk about the heart of this team and the championship mentality that they have? No one expected them to win this series.
Well, we believe in ourselves. We're still a champion, and just stay humble, play hard. I think we can do it again.
Well, that will serve you well against San Antonio. Good luck. Congratulations.